just how quickly we're seeing this market get worse. It was the worst day for Wall Street since 1987. In leadership or offered policies and technology that were good for the environment. This comes from BlackRock over and over again. They say that gun makers should do more to protect American lives, which seems like a step in the right direction. Companies said they would make things safer, but so far, working with authoritarian states has done the same thing. We are giving BlackRock money without knowing it, and we have made it our duty to help lower that over time. Putting out its numbers this morning. About 1.2% of shares are down. What it's all about, though, are plans around that business, but it looks like, are you interested in making money without doing anything by selling automatically on Bybit? I'd like to share something interesting with you that's free. You don't even have to sit in front of your computer all day to follow my trades. Just click on the link below. You can also see how much money I make every month from trading by clicking the link in the description. Making money at your own pace is what it's all about. Look it over. I have a different movie for you today. Today, I had a conversation with a big Bitcoin maxi on an X base, which I will now show you. People talked about whether Bitcoin would be the only important protocol in the future or if other protocols will also be important in building our next stage of financial system. You would be smart to skip this fight. I think I put this guy in a bag that will hold his body. But let me know if you think you won't want to miss this. I also want to talk about it at the end of this movie. What is the situation with XRP right now? It looks like a big breakout might be coming soon. This is something you won't want to miss, so make sure you watch the whole movie. Before I start this movie, I'd like to talk about the controversy surrounding the Bitcoin maxi. Early this morning on an old base. Most of the time, I don't get involved in this kind of stuff, but Jimmy was acting so stupidly that I had to stop him. As of late, I've been trying to do this more. Most of these big crypto rooms are made up of Bitcoin maxis, and they will just destroy all of these different systems. I think I've had enough now because I thought, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. Just change the whole story about this man and bring him to light in front of this huge crowd of thousands of people. I really think I did a great job. In my direct messages, people were writing to me. He told me how much I had beaten him in the argument and gave me praise. I wanted to share it with you all because I think it's important to call this behavior out because, in the end, these Bitcoin miners only care about making money for themselves. They are well aware that Bitcoin does not have the technology to be the only protocol in the future banking system. Then what do they try to do? They try to cause trouble. They want to make people scared. They try to trick other people into thinking they are smarter than everyone else in the room. When they say you can only handle Bitcoin, that's what you should do. I think I made it pretty clear to everyone in the room that this Bitcoin expert was only thinking about himself and not telling the truth about where our economy is going, so please pay attention to what we're talking about now. Pay attention to this. Hey, this is all just acting on stage. The bad news is that people like you who aren't programmers or developers don't know the past, just like the groups that make altcoins don't know it either. No matter how you look at them, that's how things really are, right? If you look closely, you can see that these numbers are completely made up, and people are just pumping it because they have the code. More than that, and this has been true for a long time, it has nothing to do with use. Now, here's the deal. Those who pump a lot of this stuff make a huge amount of money from it. On top of that, a lot of ignorant people get hurt. Also, people like you probably can't tell the difference between a real app and one that was made to look like it was fake. Also, it's true that all of the fake numbers are fake. And now for the important part. All of these coins are based on made-up stories that make it hard for people to tell the difference between real and fake coins because they won't decipher the code. They want to believe that their tokens will become more valuable. Because of this, they are mentally slaves to the people who are in charge of this information. It's not better than PIA. PIA 2.0 is here. Money is affected by the network effect, which makes people want to buy it. Not all of these coins are worth their money, which is something I don't agree with. There are a lot of them, and almost all of them believe the story of how there is meant to be a better version of Bitcoin. This has been the case since all coins were made in 2011. Okay, so XY or something makes us better than Bitcoin. The network impact does exist, though. But the truth is that this control problem affects all of these other things as well. There is one center for all of them. So, they don't have decentralization, which is the main thing that makes Bitcoin interesting. You are in charge of your own money. You're not with all of this other stuff. Michael, please go first, and then David. Yes, I believe it is very unfair to the technology that blockchain technology is giving to the world to say that Bitcoin doesn't matter in this case. You really don't understand what's going on here if you think that blockchain technology will only ever be used to move coins from one wallet to another. The main idea behind an internet of value is that any kind of value can be put online, turned into a token, and then sent quickly around the world. This is a brand new way of handling money. As time goes on, we learn that a number of standards are very important for building this useful internet. In other words, the market doesn't back the idea that Bitcoin is the only choice and everything else is a scam. Take a look at things like Filecoins. The price of storage is going down thanks to file currency. And that's very important. It is being taken up. After that, there are goods like XRP that banks use to send money around the world. Adding material to a chain is one clear use for chain links, for example. So, it's clear that they're not scams, and big businesses are starting to use them. But I think it shows a lack of respect for what is being built in this area when people come on here and yell that everything is a scam, that nothing else can be touched, and that the technology is broken. Not only will this technology be used to send money around the world, it will also be used as money. To change the financial system, different methods will be used in this area. That's really all I have to say about this. And I think that what I know about this subject on a professional level is probably very old. But these trends are very clear to me based on what I have seen. That short fight was fun for all of you. I thought I did a pretty good job with it. It was really cool to see everyone make the clapping sound and hold up the 100% sign. It showed me that most of the people in the room agreed with what I was saying, which was that blockchain technology won't end when we can only send Bitcoin from one wallet to another. I think Jimmy is crazy to think that's where the world is going, but it does show how lost these Bitcoin maxes are. It's funny because I saw this post by Masari not long after this argument. Ryan Selkis owns Masari. Selkis used to be very against XRP. You should be able to see how the story about XRP and the cryptocurrency market as a whole is changing. Masari tweeted that XRP ended Q3 with a market cap that is up almost 60% year to date. This comes after the historic decision that cryptocurrency is not a property. The number of XRP ledgers on the DEX also went up more, by about 400% from one quarter to the next. The XRP wants to end the year strong with new features like hooks, AMM, and clawback changes. This alone should show why it won't just be Bitcoin, ladies and gents. Blockchain technology does a lot more than just move